Well, viewers, now trouble mounts for former Andhra Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy. The newly formed TDP government and its ally, the BJP, have alleged that an opulent property has been built along the Rushikonda Hill. This is in Vishakapatnam or Vizag, which was supposed to be a camp office for Jagan Reddy. And this was a palace-like residence for the then Chief Minister. Now, the grand property, which is now being dubbed the South Sheesh Mahal, is nothing short of a palace fit for a king, viewers. Now, denting Jagan's common man image really here, the TDP alleges that the whopping 500 crores have been spent on this project and the luxury is on full display. TDP has alleged that a staggering 95 crores was spent on leveling the land alone. 21 crores was spent on beautification of surroundings. 33 crores, viewers, spent for luxury interiors, including 36 lakhs on one single bathtub. Let's listen into what they said.
ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు దానిపై నివేదిక అడిగారు. ఎంత ఖర్చు అయింది, దేనికి ఖర్చు పెట్టారు, మొత్తం డీటెయిల్స్ అడిగారు. ఇంకా రావాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. ఇదే కాదు, ఇలా చాలా కట్టినట్టున్నారు. అన్ని వివరాలు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ప్రజల ముందర పెడతాం.
Your toilet is much bigger than the house you proposed for a poor family. And Jagan Reddy had once again proven that he had always worked for his own comforts, for his own luxuries, and never cared about the poor people. We will launch a thorough inquiry into this huge spending of public money, and the people behind this will definitely go behind bars.
The entire state and even entire nation must have been shocked to see the visuals of the grand palace which has been built by the previous Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu government for his state. Allegedly, they told that they were building a tourism resort, but then recently in the past few months, their ministers have confirmed that this is the place in Rishikonda where Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu is going to stay. If you see the palace, now it's no more a resort, it's really magnificent. It's built at an opening cost of rupees 500 crores. Yes, all this is public money, not private money. Is it morally correct and ethically correct to use rupees 500 crores of public money to construct such a magnificent palace?
Now, on the other hand, YSRCP claims that it constructed this building in the true spirit to rule from Vizag and that buildings were to be used for only government purposes. A claim that seems to be as empty as Jagan's promises, leading to further discontent in the general public.
We constructed in true spirit of better buildings to rule from Vizag, and that buildings should be used for any government purpose. But that buildings are belonging to government of AP, not the buildings are not for Jagan Mohan Reddy or YSRCP. That buildings what actually constructed and beautifully with very good architecture in true and good spirit for the government of AP. So here onwards they can be used for anything. So it is their choice for the better purpose of whenever President of India comes or Prime Minister will come. Such good buildings are not available in Vizag. That is true spirit of and the benefit of Andhra Pradesh only we did.
Well, with the TDP firmly in charge of the government and the narrative warfare, it remains to be seen if Andhra's former Chief Minister can really mount a comeback, or will he too face a fate similar to that of the BRS's K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Now, while of course we look at these pictures that are coming in on our screens, viewers, we'll of course be bringing you soon a report as well from this very location as we try to decipher what exactly is happening here. And is the charge of the TDP and the BJP right, or is it justified by the YSRCP to construct something like this when they say it's not private property but belongs to the government? Dr. Vinusha Reddy, spokesperson of Andhra Pradesh BJP, today with us. Professor Jyothsana is also with us. She's spokesperson of the TDP. Also Narayana Murthy, spokesperson YSRCP, joining us today. K. Venkateshwaralu, senior journalist, also will be with us on the broadcast as we try and get more perspectives into this story. So let's start with those making the charge today. Let's start with the TDP and the BJP. And I'll probably go to Professor Jyothsana first here. What's your charge here? Because the YSRCP, we heard that reaction that came in earlier, clearly saying, well, this is not private land. This is not, something that belongs to him. Whatever money he spent, he realized that it's going to be the legacy of Andhra Pradesh, legacy of Vizag. People who come to Vizag have a good place to stay. That was the only intention, is the claim coming in from the YSRCP. Jyothsana.
Good evening, everyone. And Deepak ji, I think they should have had some clarity. I really think so, because there are two different versions of it. One version was that it is the administrative, it is for administrative thing, especially for the chief minister, we have built it. It's their own statement, Deepak ji. And then again, they said, no, it is for tourism. These are the tourism resorts that we are building. It's their statement again. The then tourism minister, Roja Selvamani, opened this, she's the one who opened these particular resorts, saying that these are for the tourism related things and these are the resorts of the tourism. And tell me one thing, let's assume, okay, they are saying this is for there, this is for there. Tell me one thing, Deepak ji, for God's sake, who uses a bathtub of 36 lakhs? I really don't understand. Who uses a commode of, 3.5 lakhs? I really don't understand. I mean, what is all this? Whose money is all this? And again, here there is the question, Professor, yes. Whose money is all this? Under what head have they put this particular expense in? If they say that they have built it for the tourism purpose, they have to, it has to be reflected in the tourism budget, isn't it? If they say that we have built it for the chief minister, for the state, for the state of Andhra Pradesh, for the government of Andhra Pradesh and the chief minister, then it has to be reflected in the state budget, right? According to the roads and buildings or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So where is this? Did they call tenders for the particular electricity fittings, or did they call tenders for, let's assume, that 36 lakh bathtub? I don't know. There is not a single GO anywhere.
Okay.
कहाँ से पैसा आया, कहाँ पैसा जा रहा है? Nobody knows. And now, again, if it was for the people, if it was for the chief minister, whoever it is, then why was it not displayed earlier? Why was it not opened earlier? On the day of the opening also, when Roja Selvamani opened it, she did not let others get into this particular rooms or so. Only she just, she did a ribbon cutting and then she sat outside and gave a press meet. So these are all the questions.
Okay.
You'll be asked these
Jyothsana,
questions.
also answer this and give our viewers a little bit of perspective and a very fair one. Let's delve into a few more details here. That's because it's important here to note. While a justification is coming in from the YSRCP that this was not, a private bungalow only for the chief minister, the question is, if you're going to splurge lakhs of rupees on a bathtub, on all the luxury items inside the house, the question is, you should have abundant money in the exchequer.
Yes.
Take us through the economical and fiscal condition of Andhra Pradesh over the last few years. Was there enough money like this to really splurge? Because at the end of the day, it's the taxpayers that are funding this.
Deepak, the question is for me.
Yes.
Deepak ji, the question is for me.
Yes, Jyothsana, go ahead. That's for you.
Yes. So when I said this, that is our main concern. Here, around 500 to 600 crores of money spent on a palace. And they claim it's the government money, right? Then where has the money? Why do they don't have? They didn't have the money to give salaries. They didn't have the money to build Polavaram. They didn't have the money to build Amaravati. They didn't have the money to probably even build that land houses that they have given to the poor. They didn't have the money. So where is the money? My question remains the same, Deepak ji. Where, under what head have you put this expense? Let's assume 600 crores. Under what head? Where are you showing it? Where is the sanction? Where is the allocation of funds? Tell me that. Show me that. Show me that particular GO of allocation of funds. Or show me that GO of, release of funds. Or show me that GO which calls for tenders.
Okay, before I come to the BJP, which of course will have more scathing attacks probably on the YSRCP, I'll give the YSRCP time to respond here as well. Narayan Murthy, the charges, multiple statements have come in. Some suggest it's for tourism, some suggest it's for other VIPs, some suggest it's for any chief minister who is there. It is a prominent building. We've heard all of that. Now, more importantly, under which bracket has this particular building or the expenses for this building been listed? Which department has really taken up the construction? And has it been listed, has the purpose been listed by the YSRCP when it took it up? And also, when you consider all the fiscal issues that Andhra Pradesh has been facing, was this justified to use this amount of money from the exchequer?
Firstly, this is all false propaganda, Goebbels propaganda they are doing. This building is constructed for the government purpose, clearly, and tourism department they built. Okay. They said 36 lakh rupees of tub. It is truly, they should accept it is wrong because they gazette paper, Inadu, today they written about this tab, 10 lakh rupees. See, each and every person is changing their statements, keep on. This is bad. We have, see, you are in Prova, you have to talk very concretely, constructively with proofs. This is all false propaganda and Goebbels propaganda. And the other thing is, this building built from the government end to host top dignitaries internationally and nationally when they come to the state or Vishakapatnam. It builds the status of a state because, and also the amount which they are quoting for the construction of the building is 500, they are telling. There are clearly jobs are there and tenders are there, approvals are there, each and every department, it is around 400 crore rupees. But they keep on telling each and every issue, each and every subject, they are telling all false.
Okay, what is the price according to you, Mr. Narayan Murthy? You tell us. You tell us, what is the cost? What is the cost of this building so that we have more clarity? The viewers watching will have clarity. How much has been spent?
There are tenders are there. There are tenders are there, jobs are there, approvals are there. 400 crore rupees, around 400 crore rupees clearly mentioned in each and every tender. They keep on.
So you're saying it's 400 crores, not 500 crores.
Somebody is 7,000.
You're saying it's 400 crores, not 500 crores.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to get clarity. Are you saying it's 400 crores and not 500 crores as claimed by the TDP?
Yes. No, what I am telling, this is also constructed for the.
Okay, very quickly. Hold on to that thought. I'll come back to you. Mr. Narayan Murthy. My colleague Soumit also, of course, has been bringing all these details to us from Andhra Pradesh. He's also joining us live now. Soumit, there's a lot of debate and a lot of questions being asked about what exactly is the amount, how much was spent, which is the department under which the construction was taken up. Give us more clarity and perspective on these aspects.
Well, Deepak, since beginning, around, it's been a couple of years now, 2 years, we can exactly say precisely, because immediately after the construction begun there, because, initially they have leveled up the ground there, then they have cut down the trees because they were leveling up there, and also then they have raised down the Harita Resort, which was owned by the then government, and also which was owned by the tourism department, and even that was running, but, that was raised down as well to build this palace. And TDP claims that now they are now in the government, and they claim that they have spent around a whopping 500 crores. And even since last 1 or 2 years, we were seeing several leaders trying to visit there, but 20-25 feet barricades were there, and no one doesn't even know that what was going inside. Later, YSRCP top leaders, including ministers, have confirmed that they are building a residence, and that too for the official residence for the chief minister. And they thought that they'll be coming back to power, which didn't happen. And Jagan also announced that he will be shifting his base from Tadipalli to Vishakapatnam, Vizag, and he will be staying in the Rishikonda residence. And when it comes to the claims, they have spent 33 crores on luxury, 50 crores on gardening, several aspects, Deepak, and they spent whopping amount.
Right, Soumit. But I'll also, take that question across to the BJP as a response to what the YSRCP said. The amount is not 500 crores. All misinformation is being spread by the BJP and the TDP. Dr. Vinisha Reddy is the charge by the YSRCP spokesperson.
Deepak ji, first of all, he is only accepting that it's nearly 400 crores. And you have to know that the land is government's. They didn't pay anything for that. Okay, 400 or 500 crores. I just want to ask him, who gave them the permission to spend so much money on, I don't know whether very futile things, less important things, like a bathtub. Can you imagine a fan costing 3 lakhs, a chandelier costing 13 lakhs? And how is it going to be useful to public?
We have to start
Does
this
the poor
global
and the public,
propaganda.
they want, no,
You have to stop the
Does
global propaganda.
No, how
No,
are
you are talking about 500 or 400.
No,
whatever.
let me ask you.
You don't know 400 or 500.
How are the poor?
And still-
How are the poor going to benefit by
You talk about
spending
the
500
36
crores on
lakhs
nothing
of
but luxuries?
bathing tub.
How are the
You
poor
don't
going
know
to
that.
benefit by spending 500,
writes only 10 lakh
500 crores on
10
these
lakh rupees.
luxuries? And they
Inadu
didn't
tell
have
10 lakh rupees
they
for
didn't
the
have
bath.
they
You
didn't
talk
have they
about
have violated
36 lakh rupees
they
for
have
the bathtub.
violated environmental
What is
rules.
this?
They have
Without
grazed
any
the trees
proofs,
and they have
without any,
destroyed the greenery.
truth you are
And they
talking.
didn't allow
All bluffing,
Deepak ji,
all
this will not
untruth,
go like this.
all false.
Mr. Narayana Murthy, I will give you ample time to respond and rebut everything that the
keep on
BJP
talking,
is saying,
sir.
but let's not speak over each other because
They
that
keep
doesn't
on-
make
they
sense. The
keep
viewers
on-
don't get any
keep on-
understanding of what's really happening.
Deepak
So let's give a moment for them to complete. And I assure you on this debate, you will be heard and we will give you ample opportunity to speak, Mr. Narayana Murthy. Just give her 30 seconds and I'll come back to you for a response. Go ahead.
Yes. Let him answer this question.
Dr.
How we
Vinusha,
spending
go ahead.
rupees, whatever 400 crores we will take. His answer
Yeah.
only 400 crores on a bathtub or on a chandelier is going to help the poor. And why did they maintain so much secrecy while completing the construction of a building since inception? Do you know this, Deepak ji? They have constructed 30 feet barricades and they didn't allow any environmentalists or opposition leaders or even Janasena chief Pawan Kalyan Garu was detained 2 times. Why so much secrecy? What they were doing inside building, no one came till yesterday. And why did they keep on changing the narratives for what they are constructing the building? Initially, they told it was for secretariat. When court told you can't shift secretariat, they told it's tourism resort. And then they changed it to CM camp office few months ago. Their own minister, Roger Selvamani, has told that it is a tourism building. And now these people are coming and telling shockingly that it is for VIPs like president and ambassadors. Why are they keep on changing the narratives? And please ask them, how did they imagine that they are going to come into power again? And then they constructed all these things. Isn't it arrogant? The sheer arrogance that they believe that they are going to come into power.
Now we'll have Narayana
and they
Murthy
build a
respond.
building.
Without
Please ask him all
interrupting,
these questions.
without anybody interrupting him, let's have him respond to those things. Dr. Vinusha, let's have the YSRCP respond. Narayana Murthy, the questions that are being raised are, this is huge amount of money, whether it's 400 or 500 crores.
My point is,
why is there no clarity? Was it for VIPs?
Yes.
Was it for the chief minister? Who was it for?
My point is, see, the building constructed for the government use. No, we already told very clearly from the tourism department. It does.
Okay. We have a slight glitch there in your network, Mr. Narayana Murthy. I'll have to interrupt you only because of that network glitch that we are facing. We'll fix that and come back to you for that response in about 20 to 30 seconds. Meanwhile, I'll also bring Mr. Venkateshwarlu here, a senior journalist, of course, on the panel. Mr. Venkateshwarlu, take us through the nitty-gritty details, and if you could clarify, you heard the debate, you heard some of the points of contention here. What is the actual truth in the matter? Give us more clarity. Mr. Venkateshwarlu, I believe you are on mute. If you could unmute yourself and then speak. Mr. Venkateshwarlu, if you could unmute yourself and then speak. Okay. In fact, my colleague Imran also now joins us on the broadcast. He's in Vizag. He's outside that palatial building right now as we speak. Imran, there's a lot of questions being asked. Which department ordered for the construction of this palace-like building? Was it for the Chief Minister? Was it for the VIPs to arrive? I believe you're outside that building. Take us through what you see there.
Deepak, there seems to be a lot of it was built as a tourism complex at the Harita Hotel as part of the Andhra Pradesh Development Tourism Corporation. But later, this was converted into a camp office. According to official records, this project costed around 350 crore rupees, and it was initially declared it used to be a camp office of YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. Now, the entire discussion, public chatter has broken up over this particular building, whereas TDP is alleging it was not a camp office, but in fact, it was a palatial building of the former Chief Minister. It used to be houses personal as his house. Now, the YSRCP has claimed that this property belongs to the government and that the claims of TDP are wrong. But TDP has yesterday, which this building was inaccessible to the public, opened it up and they showed a lot of expensive stuff in the building, and including they claim that around 25 to 30 lakh worth of bathtub was bought especially for the former Chief Minister YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. Now, this contention issue is that whether it is a public building or whether it was a personal, TDP alleges that it was used as a personal house of the Chief Minister, whereas the YSRPC says that this was intended as part of the capital and part of the tourism complex, and this building was intended for the VVIPs.
Okay. Thank you, Imran, for bringing us that, perspective, and more importantly, those visuals, of course, on Mirror Now, as we show you those images now of that particular building, my colleague reporting from that spot, and more importantly, here coming back to Professor Jyothsana, the YSRCP vehemently says that this is just a narrative that the TDP is trying to build. The land, the property, everything was meant to serve the government there. There could be dignitaries who could be staying, and this was a matter of pride for the people of Andhra Pradesh to have, architecturally such a great building, and it was not meant for the Chief Minister. Professor Jyothsana.
I don't know, and I really pity the representatives of YSRCP because they cannot talk anything in their defense. Really, now the YSRCP representative was saying 400 crores according to his number, and the bathtub was only 10 lakhs. Chalo, we'll believe him. Now, who uses a bathtub of 10 lakhs? For what? Earlier in it is very clearly mentioned. I think you will also have those particular visuals and audio of Roja Selvaman saying that this particular palace is built for the Chief Minister for his administrative, facility, because he is shifting to Vizag. That's what they have told. When court asked them, what is this all about? Because a case was lodged in the High Court. When court asked them, what is it all about? Then they denied vehemently, saying that no, it is not for administrative purposes. It's just for tourism. Then they inaugurated this particular building, saying that it is under the tourism thing that we are inaugurating. My question remains the same. For what have you built this? If it is for tourism, then has the tourism ministry been informed about this? And if yes, have the tenders been called for the construction? The tenders been called for those chairs, for those tables, the massage table. And tell me, Deepak, who has a spa and a massage, table inside your bedroom in a tourist spot? Come on, what are they talking about? And now, my question is...
Pertinent questions being asked by the TDP and the BJP today, viewers. Now the answers need to come in from the YSRCP. They need to give clarity really, because at the end of the day, this money is not something that the YSRCP owns, not something that belongs to Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. It belongs to the people of Andhra Pradesh. And if this money has been spent, any government, whether the past or the present, should answer. And we are still yet to hear from the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh about, where the funds for this came from and why so much was being spent, which department was allocated the job, and more importantly, who was going to enjoy living in this palace as well. We'll continue to keep this as our top focus on the channel. I'm thanking all our panelists for joining us today. I'm slipping into a quick break. On the other side, more news from down south coming up. Don't go anywhere.